Every day, countless transports snake their way through our busy urban streets. People going to work, stuff going to stores, and roughly half of them is stuff going to and from construction sites. 90% of all of these transports are bound to the roads, and roughly 10% of the emissions that come from a single construction site come from the transports. As you can imagine, these lorries are heavy. They grind the roads, they disturb residents, and whatever we can do to limit the impact of these transports is going to go a great length towards creating a more sustainable future. The trouble is that in most construction sites, there's a plethora of different actors who all want a piece of the pie and all want something to say when it comes to construction logistics. In the Mimic project, we have given some time and thought on how to implement construction logistics solutions to construction sites. The trouble is that there is always a human factor. It can be difficult to get all these actors to sit at the same table and actually come up with common solutions to common problems. Sometimes this is because we have bad faith actors. Some of them say one thing, do another. Sometimes it's because of lack of communication. They really don't talk to each other when it comes to certain issues. And sometimes it is because you can decide on something in the office and it can be difficult to implement once you get out into the real world. In order to facilitate discussion among different actors and stakeholders surrounding construction projects, we have developed in the Mimic project a board game in order to make people sit down and talk about common issues. In the Mimic board game, 4 builders take turns competing to get materials to their construction sites so that they can finish their buildings. Every turn, they secretly plan all their transports and then place the little transport trucks on the different stretches, taking their materials to the different building sites. The problem occurs when too many trucks are placed on the same stretch. Congestion occurs and suddenly all good work is delayed. If left to their own devices, the builders could potentially complete their different buildings on time before the turn tracker runs out, but it's very unlikely. This is where the 5th player, the city player or municipality, steps in. He or she can enact city ordinances, forcing players to do different things so that they minimize disturbance and acquiesce to the city's wishes. The city is also the only player that can suggest common logistics solutions, here represented by different cards depicting several popular logistics solutions. The players can then bid money towards completing the construction logistics solutions, and if they bid enough, it is enacted and it becomes easier to place the trucks and get materials to and from the site. The city is also the only player that's actually concerned with disturbance. Disturbance when it comes to complaining neighbors, disturbance when it comes to waste being left untreated, and so on. By the end of the game, points are tallied based on the amount of buildings that have been erected and the secret agendas of the players. Because we all know that all different companies do not have the same strategies, and all players receive an agenda card depicting their special agenda. All of this throws hijinks into the otherwise well-oiled machine of cooperation when you're just 4 people, forcing people to talk. In a post-game discussion workshop, the players can discuss which of the things encountered in the game are true to real life and which are not. Hopefully, we think that in a workshop format this will be able to introduce both homogeneous groups to all the different types of actors that's out there, and heterogeneous groups consisting of different actors to see new perspectives when it comes to construction logistics.